Hotel, lobby. Receptionist, what now? 11 a.m. Check out. Might give her one foul just to tell her it's one now. How come? I need rest, no recess on my schedule. Right. Mama used to serve vegetables, now half the meals got tentacles. Right. Half the Emirates need a reservation and half my money goes straight to taxes. But I don't trip about it, that's what happens when you got dreams closer than a match. Plus all your boys got expensive habits.
We are just a few miles from the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. To throw, it's Murray. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here we go.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line.
No gain on this defense. No gain. No. Off. 66. Pull it. Half. Let's go deep. Tighten up. Let's go deep. Tighten up.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he's taken down inside the 30. It's a gain of 16. First down, Tampa Bay.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Rip left. 51's the mic. Go. It's our time.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Hey, watch your leg.
Oh, now Murray has it stripped, and the Raiders pick it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Opening drive fumble and the 4 miscues that they had last week. 4 turnovers, Charles. So this is a bad trend.
And, Brandon, you and I both know that they didn't just ignore what happened last week. They focused on it, tried to get better. And when it happens here again in this game, the head coach is going to see that as a direct reflection on his message to the team, and it's not sinking in.
Hey, kill. 57. Here we go. 26.
Prescott now after the fumble recovery. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Throwing, Prescott. He gets this one to Boyd. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He's got his man, Boyd. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there now.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the out. We're going to 54. 56. Mike, go. You got to get the ball. D, get the ball right here.
Now Prescott. Caught here by Bell. It'll be a gain of 4. And just like that, it's 3rd down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Right. We go 54, Mike. We go 47. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Man, I got you. Slam. Then we're going to 53. 26.
3rd and short yardage. Prescott able to find Waller. That's complete. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Prescott going to come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check it back. We're going to 54.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. This complete to Lockett. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. But he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Zadarius Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long.
Kill. 47. Mike 54. Gotta do better.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. This is Bell on the dump off. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this one is right down the middle. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
On first down, Dobbins. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
57's to Mike. 57's to Mike. I got you. I got you. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. They gonna need some therapy.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And that is incomplete.
All right, let's go ahead and try and get into the body and the mind of the linebackers. Yeah, I know they're bigger and stronger than I ever was, but in this situation, they understood what was going on as much as the offensive guys, because the offensive guys are always taught, find the first down sticks and make the play. Well, on defense, what do you want to do? Guard the first down line. Make sure they don't get there and tackle them in front. They were able to drop in their zone coverage, figure out where the first down line was, and end up making the play, swatting it away so they couldn't get the completion.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And from the 4, they get it to the 8 on a pickup of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down, 6.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Prescott, room here to run. And a tough turnover there as now they will have it at the 6-yard line, 1st and goal.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now he'll tuck it and run. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's Miller. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. They'll come out in the pistol. They're not going to kick it. A chip shot, but they're going for it down 3 on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback as the first half is winding down. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by McCrane, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with REA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the 3rd quarter. All they have so far, the field goal.
At the 33-yard line.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Prescott. It's caught. Lockett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Kill. We got 46. 54, Mark, 54. Check, watch 54, watch 54. Let's go, defense. Our time, it's our time.
Here's Prescott. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 8 yards, 1st down as they're able to convert.
And the Raider 1st down.
There we go. Line in. Right there, 54. There we go. Going to 54. Going to 54. Line in. Let's get off the field. There we go. Going to 53. Check 3.
1st down, Prescott. Steps away to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Here we go. Line in. Here we go. Kill. Mike's 54. Mike's 54. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. 54 is Mike.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. He completes it to Boyd. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
Let's go.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but closed there quickly at the end. Again, it's Bell. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
47. 54. Move, move. You must be dreaming. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, kill.
Prescott from the gun on third. And this is going to be incomplete. Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
A 54-yard attempt.
And this one is right down Broadway. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer. Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Let's go.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense. On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going to find his tight end Boyle. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend. Murray going to try to throw on third down. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal. It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Back now in Tampa. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On play action, it's Murray. Flush to his right. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there. They lulled them to sleep there, so to speak. That was all set up by the running game, wasn't it? Another example of what all offensive coordinators tell us. When the running game's operating, it really opens up the playbook, and that's when they hit them with the play action. And you can see the defenders rushing towards the line of scrimmage, then scrambling back trying to cover. Couldn't get there in time. Well scripted. They had the big running play, now the big passing play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
At the 14-yard line.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down.
Mike 51. No, ready. Yes. 51. Echo.
Now Murray throwing on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
That's you. Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island.
From the gun on third down, Murray. That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Hatch it. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. McCrane's kick is good, and they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on. And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for the Raiders. 44 yards.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
You got that right there. We were going to 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming.
Prescott to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Here comes the ball.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Watch the flat, watch the flat, watch the flat. Watch the flat, motion, flat. Here we go, 46. One set. Check Mike 54. Mike 50, 26.
To throw is Prescott. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Prescott now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. This is Bell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
46. Mike, 57. Pick it up. 57 for Mike. 57 for Mike. Let's go defense. And who got 26?
Looking to throw. Prescott. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ball game. And he's got a first down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. On the sneak, it's Prescott. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game.
Give me some.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Le'Veon Bell. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And once again, the Raiders are back out in front. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
57 Mike. Mike 57.
They'll try the left side. Dobbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Xavier Woods on the tackle.
You don't want no crowd.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
Back to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now, and defensively, Charles, you know, they're just asking this crew for one more stop.
And you know that they're feeling the momentum right now, but they have to be very careful not to get over-exuberant, overexcited, and blow an assignment and give up the big first down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Murray sets to throw on fourth. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on first down. Bell. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
At the Buccaneers' 25-yard line.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They go down to a knee and a sigh of relief as they are into the win column for the first time this year. And you know they enjoyed taking that knee because they're now going to be 1-2 instead of 0-3. And psychologically, that's a big difference early in the season.
It certainly is. It's a big barrier breaker because you get to 0-3, you're not thinking playoffs. At 1-2, you still believe that you're going to be a playoff team.
Yeah, you feel you got some hope on your side. 0-3, things start to look pretty bleak. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Let's go one more.
So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Oakland, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Tampa Bay, they will fall to a similar mark at 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
you